job I would need. A lot of way back home, coming in from the cold, and we'll be all set free.
Hey, good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Andy and I'm excited to be with you today because we are going to continue. This is day 6 of how to use Google Docs like a pro. Are you ready to get started? Let me switch my screen over here and I want to do a little bit of reviewing first and then we're going to talk about some good things. All right, here we go. Let's switch the screen. Now we're back over to the main document that we've been working on for a while. Well, for 6 days now. Anyway, you see we've got a title, subtitle, we've got different headings, we've got paragraphs that we set up. We have changed our text from bold to bold and then italics and then underline. We set up some lists, and actually, you know what I found out in Google Docs? That's called an ordered list. So let's keep on going. At the end of this list, if you will remember, we did Control Enter, and that created a new page for us. And then on that page, we set up a table. This is actually a 4-column table, and it had 3 rows, 2 rows, excuse me, 3 rows. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. All right. We also talked about different things that you could do in the tables, like this one. We went ahead and left it, by the way. On this one, we took the lines or the cell borders away. On this one, we left them there and added images in the tables. And then I showed you how to take each image and change the size of it using the image options button at the top. And we changed the size and set those two to 1/2 inch. And we can do that one with this one real quick. So we're going to say 1/2 inch there and 1/2 inch on this one. Got it? All right. Then we can also, since we've made those smaller, we can take our cell width and make the whole column smaller. We then looked at the difference between a cell that's aligned at the top, and then we set this one in the middle. We could have set one at the bottom as well. And then don't forget that we went way back up here to the top and inserted an image, and then we actually used the image tools to crop it. Remember we did that with the crop up there at the top? So let me just give you a few more things that you can do. Today we're talking about different hacks that you can do on the Google Doc. And let me give you one that you might want to know right off the bat. So let's say that we've got a document full, 5, 6, 20 pages, whatever it is, and we're looking for a word. The easiest way to find a word is when you're in the document is to do a Control F, and that means find. And you see right up here, it brought up the find window. So if we want to search for the word influence, look at there. It already started highlighting it down here. Now notice that we didn't have to type the whole word in. We could have just typed in the first few letters. So if we knew that we had the word Xerox in it, we could have just typed XER instead of having to type out the whole word Xerox. Or supercalifragilistic. You know the whole thing. You could have just typed in the SUPE and probably gotten to where you wanted to be, right? Okay, so let's talk about another Google hack that you might want to know about. I found a great site that had a whole bunch of different hacks, and I'll get you that if you want it. Send me a message and I'll get you the site. But here's a good one that you might want to know. So if we go up to Tools, and then we go down to Preferences, and then there's different things that we can do. Shorthand substitutions. So, for example, if we had a statement or a paragraph, maybe we had a disclaimer or something, we could say DISC, all right, and then we can say, so anytime we say DISC, we better do something X, DISCX, because DISC is a legitimate word. So anytime we type this DISC, this is our default disclaimer. Okay? So if we started typing DISC right here, there we go. DISCX. Okay? Now, once we do that, oh, we need to turn that on. Sorry about that. Tools, preferences, substitutions. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There it is. Well, it's set to go there. Y'all caught me at a disadvantage. Oh my goodness. I should have rehearsed this a little bit better. All right. So the instructions say, let me just pull this over so you can see it. The instructions say if there's a certain phrase, blah, 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 go to the tools, preferences, type in the shorthand in the new replace field, and add the full length text in the adjacent field. We did that. So why didn't it do it? That's a good question. I am going to have to dig that one out and work on it again tomorrow. Because it sure should have told us. Oh, it did it. I just had to hit enter on it. This is our default disclaimer. Hey, we both learned something new today. Isn't that exciting? So you can see, I got to be honest with you. I use that all the time on my phone. For example, HBD means happy birthday with all the pretty extra little stuff on it. I just told on myself. So I hope y'all don't think that I type that out every time, because I don't. And there are other things that you would normally say, like, I'll be home in 5 minutes. You could say home 5, or that could be your shortcut for it, or whatever, H5. So, just so you know, there's all kinds of great things that you can do there. So, let me find this next hack. Let me go back. There was one that I wanted you to see for sure. All right, we've already talked about add-ons. And then, by the way, remember I talked about sharing your stuff? You can share your stuff. Now, here's one that's pretty cool. If you want to do a voice note, you can go to Tools. And then down here at Voice Typing. Now, let me tell you, this probably will not work because I have another piece of software capturing my microphone, right? But we can try and see. Click to speak. This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have to allow it. I don't think it's going to work, y'all. Oh my goodness, look. It's typing what I say. So if you're a lazy typer and you want to just dictate to your computer, then you can go through and type, and, well, actually you can say all that you want to say, and it's going to record what you say and hopefully do a somewhat decent job of text to speech. All right, so look. I think that was supposed to say typer. Go through and type, and that should have said it will. Anyway, that's not too bad if you want to go back and edit it and everything else like that. So remember, we used to have a program called Via Voice, and there was another one, Dragon Naturally Speaking and all that kind of stuff. If you only want to dictate and type, this has speech recognition, and that's pretty doggone cool. Okay, I think that's all the time we have for today. But listen, tomorrow we are going to recap everything we did, and then I'm going to show you a few fancy little tricks. So we'll look at this document, but then I'm going to pull in another document that I will have created for you to look at together and just show you a few little things to make you even more of a pro. All right, ready? By the way, let me give you one more thing here. I want to do this just to show you. All right, so this is our doc that we've been working on. If we click on the big blue dude up at the top left, that takes us to the Google Docs menu, and it's going to show us everything that we've got. If we've created something, it's going to be down here. But look up here at the top. Look at all these templates that you already have, and there's 48 bazillion of them. Maybe 48 bazillion and 2. So if you like the flavor of one of these documents, of one of these templates, all you have to do is click on it, and then there you are set to go, and then you can edit what's already there and continue on. And there's some pretty good looking stuff here. Okay. My name is Andy, and I'm here to help you. If you would like more info on anything that we've talked about, whether it's a Google Doc or these other docs that I've got created, these other ones, how about I switch to the big picture of me? So if you'd like any of these documents that I've created, and like I told you the other day, these were all created with Google Docs. Now I've got one more that I love to show off because it was quite a bit of work. This is my time-saving keyboard shortcuts. Infographic is what they call these things. I did not do this with Google Doc. I actually did it with Canva. Now, if you want to know more about Canva, I did a quick, one-day thing on Canva. If you would like to know more about it, I would love to talk about that too. Listen, if you want any of my stuff, also if you want the link to this, thing, let me know. I can share all that stuff with you. I'd be happy to. And I would love to talk to you more about any of the computer stuff that you want to talk to. I'd love to talk to you about wellness stuff. I'd love to talk to you about personal growth, professional growth, all that kind of professional development, all that kind of stuff. If you would like to talk to me about any of these things, you are more than welcome to give me a message. You can go to my websites. You can see right there in the middle of my screen over here that all of my handles for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are adelgadotx. You know what? That might need to be Andy Delgado TX. I think that's true. I need to correct that. I'm glad y'all caught me and told me about that. Thank you for telling me. Anyway, y'all have a fantastic afternoon. Be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow afternoon at 5:15, where we're going to kind of wrap it up all up and put a bow on it, and you're going to be a professional. All right. Hey, we're going to listen to some Look At You Now. Be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow.
You showed them all anyhow. You wouldn't slow down, now you're too slow to push a plow.